y'all? My name's Anthony Jones, aka Lil 50, and this is your first time tapping in. Welcome to No Surrender, No Retreat. Why I chose that name is real simple. This podcast is mainly for the people who've been abandoned, counted out, disappointed, or feel like life's really been honestly beating them the fuck up. Anything you ever tried to do, life's just been washing that shit down the drain. And it's a motto that I have inscribed on my chest, tattooed. No surrender, no retreat, with a pack of wolves on a cliff or whatever. But what that really means to me is like, no surrender, no retreat against all odds. No matter what life throws in me, I'm gonna keep getting back up. Um, you know, I just got specific drive and motivation. And it was something that somebody said on a previous podcast that I was on before. He just said, in order for me to get to where I want to be at, to get started on something I wanted to do, was you just got to have something you're more afraid of. Working a 9 to 5 or starting something and maybe not being successful at it. Well, I'm definitely scared of a 9 to 5. I'm tired of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm tired of working for somebody. I want to do what I want to do, my own thing. And I know there's somebody out there that feels exactly what I'm saying when I say that. Like the mundane job of clocking in, or you at the mercy of whether or not they want to keep you there for the next day, because they can honestly get rid of you at any time. You're expendable. You know what I'm saying? Not really an asset to the company, and it takes you years to make high rank or decent money or whatever career field that you're in. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, I've always said to myself, I want to be my own boss, make my own money, doing whatever it is I felt like doing. And I've done a couple of things, a couple of ideas. One was a ATV park. I didn't even get started on that. You know what I'm saying? That fell through. A video game land center. I wanted to do that, and I realized how much money it took to start that. That fell through. And then a previous podcast that I had before, that fell through. But you know what I'm saying? I'm here, 10 toes on my own. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not finna quit, because I'll be damned if I have to go back to work. You know what I'm saying? So like I know, like, one of the main reasons for my crippling depression is because I'm not at the place I want to be in my life. So with that being said, I immediately got back on the horse. You know what I'm saying? After I fell off, dusted off my pants, dusted off my clothes, all this. And I immediately got back on to the mission. And the goal is to be successful, you know what I'm saying? Doing something that I want to do. Financial freedom, or hell, work freedom. You know what I'm saying? Like, something that I can leave a mark on this earth. Because one thing I remember my parents saying was leave a mark, not a stain. And I definitely want to leave a mark. Like, you know what I'm saying? When it's all said and done, I want to be able to look back at my life and be like, wow, I actually did a lot. You know, I don't know. Not to knock anybody that's been in a company for a certain amount of years, but to me, I don't know, that seems like a waste of your life and your assets, or skills. Like, oh, I worked at this company for 30 years. I don't want to do that shit. I already hate getting up in the morning and just meeting people's demands. I don't know. That shit's just not for me. And I realized that when I was in the military. Um, but I did what I had to do because I signed a contract, you know what I'm saying, to serve my country. So, you know what I'm saying? But I served my time honorably, and I got out. And this is just was the time that I was trying to find myself. You know what I'm saying? I still could be very well going through an identity crisis. You know what I'm saying? Trying to find myself and who I am. And, you know what I'm saying? I originally started my first podcast for a sense of therapy, conversation, and that same sentiment is going to carry over here. Just to release out my thoughts and, you know what I'm saying, have a place that I could, like, I don't want to say necessarily vent, but meet like-minded individuals that think like me. I want somebody to turn on this podcast and be like, damn, like I really feel seen, heard, and understood when I tap into this shit. You know, I just want y'all to know that y'all are not alone in this. And if there's anything you want to start, anything that you want to do with yourself, go ahead and start it, man. You really ain't got nothing to lose. You only got one life here to live. And you know what I'm saying? I'll be damned if I'm average. I'll be damned. I want to do something great. I've been thinking that for years. Like I just had this burning passion and desire that I'm like, nah, I know it's something I can do to break this mold and bind that society has on me. Like I want to break these chains and break free. Like um, if some of y'all can tell, if y'all like paid attention to my logo, that's my picture up there from when I did MMA. There was another venture that I wanted to do. I was trying everything. I'm willing to try any and everything to make it. You know what I'm saying? I did have fun participating in jujitsu, kickboxing, Muay Thai. Like I'm giving y'all a little bit of backstory on me. You know, uh, for all the people that listen out there, I do partake in all of that. You know, and obviously I injured myself. Um, I tore my ACL and medial meniscus, so I'm a little bit iffy on that. I tried to come back, but like the schedule I'm working right now, nights, I wouldn't really be able to, put in the time that I want to properly train. And then MMA is a poor man's sport. It takes you a long while and time and patience that I don't have to be able to make the kind of money that I want to make, to be able to, you know what I'm saying, free myself of 9 to 5 work, you know. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Anything you do in life is gonna come with obstacles, a whole lot of them too. Like you, especially when you think you're going somewhere, and that's when it seems like all this shit just starts happening. Uh, Blame the universe, the devil, or whatever type of spirit you wanna blame it on. But in reality, nothing worth having is easy to obtain, and that is definitely a lesson I've learned throughout this journey of my life at the age of 26 years old. You know, this shit is not sweet, but you know what I'm saying. You're gonna have to have a little bit of crazy, a little bit of grit to you know what I'm saying, take a punch and get your ass right back up and achieve the goal. That's the people who make it, from what I've learned and studied, and you'll hear people in higher echelons of the industry say that all the time, of the trials and tribulation. Everybody always sees the good stuff that they have going on in their life, the fruits of their labor, but you don't never see the hard work that they put in behind the scenes to get to where they're at. And that's what most people don't understand. Like, people at the top already make it seem easy. They make it seem so easy to do this, and everybody think they can just hop in. Oh, I'm gonna make X, Y, and Z money from the jump. No, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna take a lot, a lot. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna fail. That's something else that nobody else will tell you, is you're gonna fail a lot. It's gonna get worse before it ever even gets good. You know what I'm saying? And I'm right here going through this journey right with y'all. Um, let y'all know that y'all are not alone. And it's not just you. Anybody that is willing or daring to chase greatness, I want you to understand that this journey is hard, uh, lonely at times. People gonna come and go all the time. Some people that was there with you in the beginning might not be there with you at the very end. But as they say, when one door closes, another one opens. Might be several doors. Uh, People are just like seasons. You know what I'm saying? They there for a time, but sometimes after that, It's time for something new to pop into your life. Hardly anybody is permanent in your journey. I mean, you'll have some that stay for sure, but it's gonna be a select few. You might have a small circle that's really and having the same mindset as you. Sometimes y'all just be on two different paths. Y'all's journey aren't the same, so you might divide at some point during your journey. So I my advice to you would be don't take nothing personally. Take everything with a grain of salt. And like I said, no matter what life throws at you, no surrender, no retreat against all odds. And I even have to remind myself that a lot of the times because I'm telling you, man, it get hard and you're going to want to quit. You're going to want to quit so bad, but you just got to remember your why. And that's my why. I made sure to tat that shit on my chest. No surrender, no retreat. Because, like I said, I know what I don't want to go back to. I'm already here right now, but I'm saying, like, if I quit, like, if I quit, I would never know what could have been. You'll never really know what could have been if you quit. You at least got to try. I've said this once before. It's just like you taking the chance on a lottery ticket. You're willing to take that money and time to drive up to the store to go buy that lottery ticket. That's pretty much a bet. Why not bet on yourself? You know? I'm pretty sure there's a lot of you out there that would much rather do what the hell you want to do than be on somebody else's time. Borrowed time at that. Because you never know. Something might happen where they might want to fire you. And I say, look at it like this, man. Like, for me, this is it. There is no plan B. This shit gotta work. I'm constantly learning day by day how to do this. Um, Obviously, things are gonna get better as time goes on. Um, you know, um, but with that being said, you gotta roll with the punches. A lot of people ain't gonna make it to the end, and you just gotta be okay with that. This episode ain't finna be too long. Um, it's just y'all's introduction to me. Like I said, my name is Anthony Jones, and this has been No Surrender, No Retreat. You know, I hope y'all enjoyed this little short episode. Actually, you know what? Before we end this, I'm about to just give y'all a little background on me. Actually, I ain't even do all that. I just went into a little rant, but y'all don't really know who I am for real. So y'all tap in for that. Hold on. So my name is Anthony Jones, aka Lil 50. I go by that as well. Either or, it don't matter to me. I was born in Atlanta, Georgia. Right now, I stay in South Georgia, you know, Savannah, Liberty County area. For those that are familiar with that, um, I did 6 years in the Air Force. Now I am an Air Force vet. Aim high for all the airmen out there. And now I'm a avionics electrical technician out here. And now I do podcasting part time, and I'm in school for game design as well. But for all my game design nerds and geeks out there, how y'all doing? But that's been my introduction, man. I hope this reaches the audience for people that need to hear it and viewers like yourself. I'm about to drop 2 more episodes right after this one. So y'all just stay tuned. This one gonna be shorter than the rest, but this just been my introduction. This has been Anthony Jones with No Surrender, No Retreat. Peace out.